am trusting that you're all good wherever you are, friends. How are we today? Thanking God for His love. We thank God for His love. Did you know, friends? Wait, did you know that the phrase thank you has been mentioned 22 times? 22 times in the book of Psalms. We praise God because there are things that we need to thank God for. So many things. We thank God for our salvation. We thank God for strength to walk. We thank God for His supply. Praise God. And we trust His power. Yes, we do. We trust His power. We trust His purpose. We also trust His plan, as well as trust His promise. He promised that He is going to be with us till the end. He promised us that He is going to come. So we trust His promise, and we should also tell the world of His love. Welcome, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are, we praise God because we are here to learn more about His word. Praise God. Our verse of consideration for today is coming from Exodus 2 verse 23. Exodus chapter 2 verse 23. It goes up to chapter 4. It's such a long chapter. However, we're going to summarize the chapter this way. There is a man there. There is a man. Do you remember the man who was slow in speech? This man had a brother called Aaron and a sister called Miriam. Do you know this one? Yes. Yes. Moses. We're talking about Moses, friends. Sing with me. I'm sure Moses was walking with Jesus, even in the sunshine, even in the rain. He was walking with Jesus every day and all the way. We praise God for Moses. The story is entitled The Bush on Fire. The Bush on Fire is our title for this morning. Have you ever played a game? There's a fire on the mountain. It's a very fun one. You can try that. So we see the bush on fire. Where was Moses? He was in Midian. And he was taking care of Jethro's sheep, So one day, an angel of the Lord appeared to him as a flame in a bush. The bush bent, but it never bent up. Did you hear this one? Friends? There is fire burning, but the fire was not burning anything. Is that possible? Yes, we have seen that in the life of Moses. It was burning, but the bush was not burning up. Wow! It's scary a bit and amazing. God called Moses to this burning bush. Through an angel, God said, Moses, Moses. And he says, here am I. The voice said, don't come closer. Take off your sandals. You are on holy ground. Wow. Moses stood on holy ground. He is on holy ground. I am the God of Abraham, the voice said, through an angel. The God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. I have heard the cries of the people of Egypt, and I'll take them to the land where there's plenty of food. You will go to Pharaoh and demand that he frees my people. We know that Moses went to Pharaoh and he had to use all the magic that God had given him. We also see Moses with 10 plagues for Pharaoh. We praise God. It started here on the burning bush. Praise God, because we see that God cares for us. God tells him what to do, and then at the end of it, he was saying, I'm not a good speaker. Okay. Moses was slow in speech. Have you ever seen someone who is slow in speech? Have you ever seen someone, or maybe you are already slow in speech? So this is what they do. They are like, So Moses was saying, I'm not a good speaker. So God had to tell, like, you're going to go do miracles. And maybe he was going to go with his brother Aaron. And so he did. Can I ask, where did Moses see the burning bush? Why did God tell Moses to take off his sandals? We are to discover today that if God speaks to you today, what would you like him to tell you? We need to apply this lesson by reading our Bible, thinking about the special things God is saying to us. Friends, so what can we learn from the lesson? We need to remember that no matter what happens, God is with us in the fire. Second point, we need to know that with God, all things are possible. We should also know that the Lord knows how to get our attention. We see him coming through an angel to Moses. We should also remember that God reveals special insights to his children. Praise God. We should remain on holy ground. If we should remain on holy ground, friends, we need to put off the old life. We can see Moses was told, take off your sandals. The holy ground is found when we submit ourselves to God. We should also learn that God is always with us, even in the situations that are very difficult. God can also come through. Another lesson to take home, God can use our weakness. Moses was not a good speaker, and he was also not very confident. We have people like that. But God has taught us that he can use his power to strengthen our weaknesses. Another important thing to learn, we need to listen to God's call. Yes, God called Moses. And we should avoid making excuses, even if we are slow in speech. We must trust God in God's provision. We must trust his provision. For we have seen that God has provided signs and miracles to prove his authority. This reminds us that God is always able to provide for our needs, even when we may doubt or may question his ability. Important lesson again, submission to God's plan. We should submit to God. Submission meaning we should listen to God. He is the key in fulfilling the purpose in our lives. We must trust his plan. For us, he is always good, and we can testify by the story we have learned today. May God bless you wherever you are. We trust that you're still walking with Jesus every day. We're still walking with Jesus every day, friends. No matter what. Praise God.
Walking with Jesus, walking every day, walking on the way.
Have a blessed one.
Walking with